Alright guys, back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to do another one of these top 10s. Now this is going to be the Summonable LR top 10. I feel like this one is not as difficult as some of the others. Like, sure, I mean, maybe like, someone would have LR or Goku and Frieza at like, well, I don't think you could put them above Gohan and Goten or Killing Khalifa under any circumstances. But maybe someone have them at 3, and maybe I've got them at like 9 or something like that. But I feel like the top 10, or pretty much the top 10, is like pretty like in stone. Like I don't know. I mean, we'll kind of jump into it. I mean, we could start. Okay, so basically from spot 8 on, I'm pretty confident about. But spots like 9, 10, and 11 are pretty tough. So I've got kind of these 3 units right here, and I think they're pretty close. I'm not really sure exactly how I want to order this. Let's talk about them, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. So LR God Goku, a pretty recent LR. Obviously, some of the more recent LRs are going to be super, super good, right? Pure Saiyan and Hybrid Saiyan category key 4, and 130% of stats, which obviously is very good. As far as I could tell, this is the only unit in the game that has a leader skill for like a category like that he's not a part of. Obviously, it's, to sort of simulate the God ritual, which creates God Goku. But that team is very good. 130% Hybrid Saiyan and Pure Saiyan, and it's key 4. You could build some disgusting teams with that. So his team is very, very strong. One way I've utilized him is in Dokkan Battlefield. As kind of like an extra team to help against Jiren, because even, me having all the best units in the game rainbowed, sometimes I lose to Jiren. Like, it's just, sometimes Jiren just decides you lose, and there's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter what units you have, it doesn't matter how rainbowed anything, you just die. So, like, I use LR God Goku as sort of like a backup team to beat Jiren. I usually have, like, Tech Dragon Ball Super Trunks as my secondary leader is usually what I do. So this guy is able to build up his attack and defense when he super attacks. You want to get the 18 key super as much as possible so that he's really able to greatly raise attack and defense for 3 turns. That's a very powerful effect. He does also have a 50% chance of dodging and doing a crit for 7 turns from the start of turn. So even though, it's only 7 turns, so for something like the Legendary Goku event or Infinite Dragon Ball History, he's not going to be the best. Across the rest of the game, he's going to completely dominate, right? Super Battle Road, Easy A, Battlefield, Dokkan events for the majority, the most part, he's going to be able to dominate as well. The 7 turns is more than enough for like a lot of those different stages. So, I like that they build units for like the Legendary Goku event, but then they're also still giving us stuff like this guy, who is clearly meant the other way for some of the really short, difficult fights. So I really, really like this guy. Maybe the one weakness for him is Links. I feel like a lot of the units on his team are going to have Fierce Battle, whereas he's Shattering the Limit, and then he's only got Over and a Flash, right? But, considering, if we look at this right here, very soon there's going to be a new number 1. It's going to be probably LR Blue Gogeta, and he's going to be out in only a couple of weeks. Like, he's coming out in January. Like, whoever the 5-year anniversary units are, Blue Gogeta, again, 99% is going to be one of them. I imagine they're probably going to be the 2 best units in the game, and then Kale and Khalifa might end up at 3, so it's going to be very interesting to see. But even thinking about that, like, if it's Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegeta, they're going to be Over in a Flash, Realm of Gods, like Godly Power, Warrior God, Super Saiyan units with Legendary Power. This guy's going to be really disgusting next to them. So, like, I'm thinking about that, and I'm kind of not wanting to leave him off this list. Okay, so next we have LR Cell. Now, LR, as far as just pure potential goes, LR Cell is like one of the highest units on this list, right? He is a true category leader for the Android/Cell Saga team. I would say that the Android/Cell Saga team is just it's a bit, it's not awful, but I don't know. It just feels like it needs a bit more. It is nice that it is a key 4 to there, but I feel like that team needs a bit more. But I mean, he is obviously a true leader to that team. He's got the nice buff to Extreme In as well, so he's good for Dokkan Battlefield. He does greatly raise attack for 1 turn on his 18 key super attack, which doesn't really hit that hard, because he gets an extra attack buff and key per enemy that you're fighting. Most of the time, it's only going to be 1. He is one of the better Dokkan Super Battle Road units in the game, though, because when you fall below 30% HP or less, he does transform, and he does give you a full heal as well, right? Now, this guy, once he transforms, he is just absolutely incredible. This guy is very, like, just subpar in certain areas to me. Like, he does not have shocking speed, which is just so, it's just so stupid. I mean, he doesn't have revival. I understand why he has revival, because obviously he gets that after he sort of, like, does his, you know, transformation. He is on 50 category teams. It's just, like, this unit, like, they could have done just slightly different with him to make him better. And then he gets all this extra attack and defense per key sphere, which activates when he does his super attack. He is able to do, like, have a ridiculous attack stat. The other thing, too, is that, unfortunately, his active skill is probably the single most difficult active skill to get in the entire game, because you have to fall below 30% HP, and then it's the turn after he transforms, right? So you're not going to see this almost ever, the Solar Kamehameha, as, you know, even though it's so damn damaging. And then he still doesn't have shocking speed here, but he does gain revival, which is cool, but I don't know. I almost, like, just talk myself into God Goku above Cell. Like, I know Cell's really good, and he's so good for Super Battle Road, and, like, obviously, in every mode, you would want to use him for that heal. The heal is always going to be good, but I mean, God Goku is going to age. Is he going to age better? I mean, depending upon this anniversary, God Goku is going to be looking disgusting next to some of these LRs. So I think I'm okay with God Goku probably at 10. And then let's take a look at 9 right here. So we have Android 16, 17, and 18. They're an Android category leader. Now, it's obviously good. They're a really good leader, but I mean, there's like 50 Android category leaders, so maybe that's not the biggest deal ever. They do lower attack on both of their super attacks, which is cool. So they give them, the weirdest thing is they give themselves one key. It's like, awesome, thanks. 78% attack and defense isn't the craziest. They only have a medium chance of dodging. Now, here's the thing with the medium chance of dodging. I am not really a fan when a unit has a medium chance of dodging. 25% in this instance, it's not good. That's not something you can rely upon whatsoever. It's like, it's nice that they've got it, but you can't count on that activating. And then they do also give Android category allies 2 key and 40% attack. Now, that's the thing. The amount of damage they're providing, like, as summonable LR support type unit, is disgusting. They definitely deserve to be on this list. And then you can do their change, right? In the Android 16, but he only lasts for 2 turns. But he's a silly, silly boy, because he has 200% attack and defense, the 50% chance of a crit, key 6, you know, he greatly raised attack on his 18 key super attack, and then, you know, all those attack numbers with him having 20,000 attack is huge. Like, he's really, really powerful. Here's what I just decided. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Androids 16, 17, and 18. I think it's slot 10. And then I think I'm going to put LR God Goku in slot 9. So I'm going to leave Cell off. I feel like people aren't going to like that because, again, Cell's transformation is so valuable with the heal. But you do got to fall below 30% HP. In Super Battle Road, it really can be one of the most broken abilities in the game. But I don't know. I just, a lot of the times, he just seems so unimpressive compared to all the other units that we have here. I mean, a lot of, even like the LR Fusions are going to look better than Cell a lot of the times. Like, there's a lot of units that are just going to look better than him a lot. So, I think I am pretty comfortable having Cell at basically 11, right? Okay. Then we have LR Goku and Frieza. Now, LR Goku and Frieza are so good. They are still the best leader for the Representatives Universe 7 category. Obviously, we did just get Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. I mean, maybe Blue Kaioken Goku is a bit better as a leader. The SCR one that's only on Gold right now. Because, you know, you have a bigger roster of characters that you can use, right? But 177% of stats is really good. It's one reason LR Goku and Frieza look as strong as they do, right? And do as much damage as they do. I believe, you know, according to the APT crowd over on the Dokkan subreddit, this is still the most damaging unit in the game, like, most of the time, right? Like, if the event has time to build up, if you could build Gohan and Goten up, they are the most damaging unit in the game. But, you know, if it's just like a short event, like this Goku and Frieza unit, you know, with like the support Tien and, you know, like Android 17 in there, and then also having like God Topo, and, you know, maybe if you want to put like Turles or Bra in there and be really, reckless, this unit is crazy, right? They still do a ridiculous amount of damage. Now, a lot of people say they're not good defensively. I have found this not to be the case. You do have to just have them attack first, but I've always found that their defense is very adequate considering that they could do like 10 million attack stats and stuff like that. I've always found that their defense is more than fine. In order for them to reach their full attack power, they do have to be able to lower the enemy's attack, but most events you are able to do that. This unit is so powerful, I have found them to be really good even in the Legendary Goku event, so that's something to consider. They have one of the better link sets in the game as well, with Over in a Flash, Shocking Speed, and Tournament of Power, making it so that getting them their 18-key super attack is not difficult. And keep in mind, they are going to be even more impressive when the 50% support Tien gets his Awakening, but for now, I think I am comfortable with LR Goku Frieza at 8. I would say among this list, that's probably going to be the most controversial one I've got here. Oh, I don't think I started the video out with it, but remember the, highly opinion-based, right? There's going to be a lot of disagreements here. Next, we have LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, I was going back and forth, but I do think LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I feel like he does a bit more than LR Goku and Frieza. If he was built more like LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I would say he's, head and shoulders better than Goku and Frieza, right? But he's got an amazing leader skill, a great team. The only thing I don't like is he's at HP 130 and then attack and defense 170%. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude, but I see no, there's no way you could think 170 attack and defense is better than the 170 HP. Having all the extra, 200,000 HP in some instances is way better than just a little bit of extra defense, man. That's a huge deal, especially when going through something like the Legendary Goku event. Trust me, you're way better off with 600k HP than you are with 430,000 or something like that. So, you definitely want the 170 HP. Absolutely is that important. His leader skill is really good, too, with the secondary ability for Super STR. The LR Super Saiyan 4s are two of the best Dokkan Battlefield units in the game, just based off of that. Now, here's where Goku, we'll get to Goku, right? Goku is significantly better than Vegeta for this reason. Both Vegeta and Goku defensively are amazing, top-tier, A1 options. After they get this massively raised defense that they do, I think both of them have to be over 200k defense, easy. They just don't take damage after they get that super. The issue is that Goku gets the defense on his 12 key, so that for difficult events, Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event, stuff like that, you get the 12 key super attack for Goku. He's not in the first slot, and he's so good defensively. Vegeta, though, you've got to get his 18 key super attack. It is almost guaranteed getting Goku and Vegeta the 12 key super because of all the extra key they get from Rainbow and their own type orbs. But Vegeta, sometimes you're not going to get that 18 key super attack. Vegeta's team is a little bit more limited than Goku's, especially with key and stuff like that. So it is a bit of a disappointment. But, I do think Goku, the more I've used them, I've found Goku to just be way better. The other thing to mention, too, this is basically one of the big reasons why I do like the Super Saiyan 4s, maybe even above LR Goku and Frieza, is how easy it is to do their active skill attacks, just turn 4. This is like a Super Battle Road cheat code right here, just very, very powerful. Free, attack, get the enemy out of there before they have a chance to sort of bother you. I really, really am a big, big fan of that. Then their links are good. The only thing is that instead of they lost Shocking Speed to get Legendary Power. That definitely is something that would help both of these units on here massively. I think having Shocking Speed for both of them would be really, really good. But, it is what it is. They're fine. They're fine. I'm a big fan of the LR Super Saiyan 4s even now. I feel like they've aged really good. Vegeta starts out with defense. Goku builds up attack. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in this, but I've found that, the way it's built, Goku just feels way better. His defense always feels enough to me, but Vegeta turn 1, his attack stat definitely does not look nearly as impressive as Goku's. I don't know. I just think the Vegeta kind of got shafted here. Just Goku's, his design is it's way better, right? Next, we have LR Tech Broly. Now, I have, at times, been very rough on LR Tech Broly here, but, it's one of those things where I have to evaluate him the same way I do LR Gohan and Goten, right? I think LR Gohan and Goten are head and shoulders above most units in the game outside of Kale and Caulifla, provided they're on their own team. They're absolutely jaw-dropping. With Broly, it's not really that you put him on his own team, because he's Revived Warriors category key for 130%, which is fine, but that's not like a real team you're going to run that often, right? You're typically going to run him on like movie bosses or pure Saiyans or something like that. He's on a lot of teams, man. Wow. But one of those types of teams, right? But the key is you just build the team around him, and it's just get out of his way. He's doing insane amounts of damage, right? He is good defensively too, just like LR Goku and Frieza. This guy actually can be fine defensively. It's just he has to super attack first. That's all. He is really good for Super Battle Road too, with the guaranteed extra super attacks and stuff like that. Depending upon how things go, I might actually move this guy a little bit up higher on the list than 6. But I do like this guy a lot. Again, I've been harsh on him, because he does struggle for ki at times. But same thing with Gohan and Goten. You support this guy the way you can, and he will mow everything down. He transforms on turn 4, which is very easy to get. And then he has this, which is, this 48% attack buff he gets. It gives him so much extra damage. It's insane. And it's a guaranteed 24 key super attack as well. I really do like that active skill of his. Then after he transforms, then at this point, he gets a guaranteed additional in here, which could be a super attack. This guy can super attack as much as 1, 2, 3, 4 times in Super Battle Road. Like the way his passive works. You could get this super attack against 2 or more enemies, and then if that super attack kills that second enemy, and there's then only 1 enemy remaining, then you'll activate that one right there, and then you could still get his hidden potential system attack. So you could potentially, in a turn where Broly had his active skill and did 4 super attacks like that, he would do the most damage in the game. Like, he has, I guess, the true highest potential of any other unit. I think even Gohan and Goten, if Gohan and Goten, if they do their active skill in a turn, and then they have a triple super attack, maybe they would do more damage. I don't know. That would be close, because no, I think Broly would do more damage. If Broly did 4 super attacks with that 48% attack buff, he would definitely do more damage than Gohan and Goten. But they're both very, very silly. And Broly, of course, has a good link set. He does have Prepare for Battle, Legendary Power, Fierce Battle, all these good links. So he's, very, very fine, very, very solid, right? So, okay. Then next here, we have AGL LR Gohan. I'm a big fan of this AGL LR Gohan. He's one of the better defensive units in the game. Would I put Broly above him? No, I don't think I would. I think I do like Gohan in front of Broly, actually. So this Gohan infinitely stacks his defense. He's the leader of the Kamehameha category team, which is obviously very, very good. You have a lot of power on there. Vegetos, Gokus, all types of craziness on there, right? Cell's on there. Then he does have 100% attack and defense at the start of turn with his really high stats, almost 22,000 attack, 12,500 defense. It's really good. He does build up like Gohan and Goten. Well, a little bit different than Gohan and Goten and Kale and Caulifla. But because Gohan gets his at the start of turn, whereas Gohan and Goten and Kale and Caulifla, they build up on attack, right? But, if you're able to get, 3, 4, 5 turns, something like that, you start getting all this extra attack and defense plus ki, and he starts to look really, really crazy. He can struggle a bit to get his 18 key super attack on, the first couple turns, but then afterwards he should be good. The only thing is that most of the time when I'm thinking of this guy, I'm only thinking of this version. I don't even really consider the Super Saiyan 2 version of his because of how ridiculous his active skill requirement is. Either having to fight an android enemy or have an android on the team. A lot of these teams, you can't even have an android on there, which really, really does hurt him. Dude, he is on so many freaking teams. Look at this. It's insane. He's on 1 million teams. That really, really helps him as well. Obviously, his Super Saiyan 2 version is insane. Now, I would say this, even if Gohan started out like this, I don't think I would like him better than Gohan and Goten or Kale and Caulifla. I don't think so. I know his damage is, ludicrous at this form, and he has the best super attack animation in the game, at least my favorite. His 12 key, the Gohan Explodes, that's my favorite super attack animation in the game. He does get 20% attack, 7% defense per key sphere obtained. He is able to create additional key spheres when facing 1 enemy. I believe he gets a guaranteed super attack if facing multiple enemies. And then here's what kind of holds him back too. So if it's as if it's not restrictive enough to where you need an android category on the ally on the team or fighting an android enemy, then you need a Super Saiyan Goku in the turn to bring out his full power. It's just nuts how many restrictions he's got, but he is still so good that I think at slot 5 he's fine. Next we have LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I've just found that LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a far better balance of offense and defense than LR Gohan. Whereas really, LR Gohan, most of the time, I feel like he's just defense. Like, he can do good damage, but it's just mainly defense he's bringing to the table. I like LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku's leader skill better than Gohan's. His super attack effects are basically better than Gohan in everything except for the legendary Goku event and Infinite Dragon Ball history, right? Especially because Goku gets his 12-key super attack and he doesn't take damage. Then you get the 18-key super attack and he's sitting like a freight train, right? Then, his passive... Honestly, the 20% defense just at the start of every turn, usually the way events work, they start out weak and then get stronger and stronger. So by the time the events are tough, Goku will have the defense that he needs. But in something like, Super Battle Road, as long as you're getting his 18-key super attack, his defense is good enough. He has the super uber cheap fourth turn attack active skill, which is very good. Link set is very good. I'm just completely fine with this Goku one spot ahead of Gohan. The one area where Gohan dumps on Goku is the category teams. I mean, only 4 teams, whereas Gohan is on approximately 27, right? So that's definitely a W for Gohan. By the way, do you like how Super AGL is very balanced, by the way? The top 5 is mostly Super AGL. Very balanced, very balanced. All right, so next we have this guy, LR Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. This is my favorite unit in the game. Like, it's just, he is... unbelievable. I don't know. Like, so he's a Super Saiyan category leader, 4 key and 130% of stats. Now, they did hurt him a little bit in that they did not give him that AGL secondary buff, so I do have to take some negative points off of him for that. Because otherwise he would have been another amazing battlefield leader. I mean, we already have enough for damn Super AGL, but it would have been another one, right? So, the thing with him, he gets this 12-key super attack, which greatly raises defense for 1 turn. Which is fine, but you will almost never see that because it's so easy for him to get his 18-key super attack. I feel like this guy gets his 18-key super attack easier than like any other LR in the game, pretty much. Like, except for maybe like Kale and Caulifla. Like, they're the like him and them. They just get it like every single turn. So his 18-key super attack, he lowers attack and seals, making him a god in Battlefield and Super Battle Road. Because Battlefield, lowering attack and sealing can be useful upon certain stages in Battlefield. So, especially against Jiren, Dokkan Battlefield Super Boss Jiren, lowering attack is very, very important. Then this guy gets 59% attack and defense at the start of turn. He creates Rainbow Key Spheres, gets 2 key from Rainbow Key Spheres, so he gets 3 key in total from Rainbow Key Spheres, so 2 key in addition. Then he gets 7% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, which is a huge number. And then if there's any other Super Saiyan category allies on the rotation, he's getting, so let's say there's one other Super Saiyan category ally on rotation. He gets 14% attack and 7% defense per orb. And then if there's 2 other Super Saiyan category allies, he's getting 21% attack and 7% defense per orb. Even if you don't have another Super Saiyan category ally, the amount of damage this guy does, his ease at super attacking, his amazing link set, his sealing, lowering attack, it's so impressive. Like, I don't know. I just find this guy to be unbelievably impressive. Again, like Goku, though, he's only on 4 teams. Whereas, AGL LR Gohan is on 57 million. But I am very comfortable with this guy at number 3. So Super AGL has had spot 5, 4, and 3. Very, very funny. Obviously, not unbalanced at all or anything. Then we have LR Gohan and Goten. For starters, they have maybe the best team in the game, like the single best leader skill in the game. Sibling Bond plus Goku family, and then all the Sibling Bond category characters get 4 key and 170% attack. It's powerful. Then they greatly raise attack for 1 turn on their both super attacks, which is relevant because they have the additional that has a medium chance of being a super attack. So you will see them occasionally do a triple super attack from this unit. It's a godly amount of damage. It's really, really good. They do get that 58% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then every time they attack, They get 10% attack and defense and 1 ki. A lot better than AGL LR Gohan, because this unit is going to attack multiple times every turn anyway. So they're going to build up infinitely faster than Gohan, right? After 2 turns, they could easily have their 5 ki, and then, you know, 50 or 60% attack and defense, where after 2 turns, no matter what, Gohan is going to be at 2 ki, and then he's going to have his, you know, the 20% attack and defense. So, like, you just compare that directly to AGL LR Gohan, and it's so weird because this unit came out in May, and then LR Gohan came out in August, but this unit is, like, way better. Like, it's just odd. Then if we look at it, they have this active skill as well, which is stupid. It does so much damage. But they heavily, unlike the Super Saiyan 4s, it's heavily restricted. If their active skill was not restricted, I might have them better than... I don't know, because Kale and Khalifa, I mean, obviously, right? Like, here, let me just go ahead and fill them in. So yeah, Gohan and Goten. And funny enough, as you guys can see, Gohan and Goten, they were actually made before Kale and Khalifa too, which is funny. And then we got our girls, Kale and Khalifa. Let's just go ahead and pop them up here as well. And boom, obviously, LOL. Yeah, they're number 1. Sorry. It's just how it is. If this active skill was better, because, you know, they have to be under 59% HP, 1 enemy, and from the 3rd turn on, which is a lot. You know, because you can't cheese Super Battle Road with it. If they only had 59% HP or less, you could cheese Super Battle Road, because you could start a fight off with the active skill. You're not able to do that. Their link set is also a negative. Another thing that puts Kale and Khalifa above them. Kale and Khalifa, of course, have a pretty much an unparalleled link set. Like, well, I don't want to say that, but it's really, really good, right? Now, Gohan and Goten, they're on a billion teams, but the thing about them, just like LR Tech Broly, you need to, if you're going to run them, they're just going to bring the team down unless you build the team around them. Like, it's just that simple. LR Tech Broly is the same way, but just when looking at what they do at their best in their best situation, I just really feel like Kale and Khalifa and Gohan and Goten are way above all the other units in the game, right? So then we get to Kale and Khalifa. I mean, I like Gohan and Goten's leader skill better than theirs. The Joint Forces category is so stupid, but it is only 130%. But, you know, you have like a lot of the best units in the game on this team. It's a really, really nice roster. There are a couple of support type units, too, that help with Ki, like Broly and Paragus, and also Zamasu and Gowasu. So that's really good. Just a really, really good team. They infinitely stack defense on every super attack, just like LR AGL Gohan. Except the difference is that a lot of the times Kale and Khalifa are going to be super attacking 2, 3, 4, 5 times in one turn. And, you know, so you have 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of defense in one turn. And then you look at their passive, they have 66% attack and defense at the start of turn. And then they launch a guaranteed normal every single time. Then, just like LR Gohan and Goten, they kind of have, they get better as they attack. But for them, they don't buff their attack and defense every time they attack. For them, they do stack defense when they super, right? But they're not actually getting like 10% defense per attack the way Gohan and Goten do, right? Kale and Khalifa get Ki, and then they also get a chance of evading enemies' attacks. As if that's not balanced enough. That they're stacking defense, you know, with their 15,000 defensive stat. I've never noticed that. What? Yo, wait a minute. That's like the first time I ever really looked at it that deeply and was like, wait a minute. 15,000 defense? Hold up. That's pretty good. So yeah, they're the 10th. I think they have the 10th highest defense in the game. Unless LR Spirit Bomb Goku, the 1000 day Goku, has more defense, which there's no way he does, right? Let me double check that. Because this is the only LR I don't really... he's at 12,000. Oh, actually, let me also double check Piccolo. We should double check Piccolo here, because I don't have him rainbowed. I don't have Mecha Frieza and King Cold rainbowed, and I don't have Oob rainbowed. So let me check their defensive stats to see. Okay, Piccolo... Okay. Piccolo has the highest. So Kale and Khalifa, they're bumped down to slot... No, they're still at 10, because even my Piccolo at 55% has higher defense than them. Okay, so Kale and Khalifa still remain 10. Your defense is not higher. and your defense is higher. So Kale and Khalifa have the 10th highest defensive stat in the game, with their infinitely stacking defense, and then they can get up to a 66% chance to dodge. Now, I have talked about this many times. You guys probably have heard me say this, that a lot of times I don't really like to factor in the dodge mechanic of a lot of these units if it's under 50%, because then it's just not something you can count on, right? Now, Kale and Khalifa, very, very quickly, they need what? Well, I guess they need 11 attacks to build up their full dodge chance, but you could do that in only 3 turns. Like, it depends on who you're fighting, right? Because against Pure Saiyans and Universal Survival Arc enemies, which is a lot of the game, there's a lot of Pure Saiyan enemies in the game, they do get a guaranteed additional super attack, and here we can go ahead and start talking more about their passive. So they get extra attack per Universe 6, join forces or Pure Saiyan category ally on the team. This does stack, by the way, so if a unit has all 3, they get 30% attack. For example, a unit that does that is themselves, right? The only 3 in the game that are on all 3 is LR Kale and Khalifa, TR Kale and Khalifa, and SSR Kale and Khalifa, right? They give 30% attack to the LR, which is just, it's massive. So you build the team completely around them, and the damage they're dealing is just, it's ludicrous, it's silly, right? Then they also launched, again, the guaranteed super attack if there's a Universal Survival Arc enemy or Pure Saiyan category enemy. That also stacks. So if the enemy has both, they'll get 2 super attacks. It's just, it's crazy. Like, it's craziness. Like, at their best, they'll super attack 4 times and have an additional normal. And, like, pretty much anything is dead in front of them. And they can't take, it's impossible for them to take damage. It's just... Again, I don't know what they were thinking with this unit. Like, it's so ludicrous. But I actually do think they're probably about to be replaced. So they've been the best unit in the game since April 16th. So, but again, 2 weeks down the line, I have to imagine the 5-year anniversary units will be better. They can't allow this behemoth to just go unchecked in the game anymore. They've got to replace him. They have to. And especially because, like, you know, AGL LR Gohan, does he deserve to be the best unit in the game? Yes. Does LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku deserve to be the best unit in the game? I would say yes. How about LR Super Bomb Absorb Goku? I mean, I would say that moment is below all the other ones we're talking about, but I mean, I would be okay with him as the best unit in the game. Does LR Family Kamehameha deserve to be the best unit in the game? Yes. How about just randomly killing Khalifa? No! No! Among all 10 here, I would say they're the least iconic. Well, yeah, they're the least iconic because, you know, 16, 17, and 18 are coming from Dragon Ball Z. I mean, they're not really that iconic either, right? They're kind of in the same boat as Kale and Khalifa. Although I'm sure the majority of people would say they would much rather this unit be better than Kale and Khalifa. So, like, if we did in order of how iconic they are, I almost feel like Gohan is 1. Like, he should be 1. And then, I don't know, like, Goku and Frieza probably should be 2, maybe. I don't know. But, like, Kale and Khalifa would be either 10 or 9, right? So, like, that's one reason a lot of people have always not liked this unit. Plus, they're just so stupidly OP compared to every other unit in the game that it's just like, yeah, you know. They're on a billion teams too, you know, Pure Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Full Power, Universe 6, Joint Forces, all these good teams. Their link set, Super Saiyan, Tournament of Power, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. I mean, because they have the combo of Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power, like, you know, you can just rock them in the Pure Saiyan team and they're completely fine. Like, they link up really well with a lot of other good units. You know, for example, LR Tech Broly and Kale and Khalifa link up pretty well. They've got, again, so what are they going to get? 25% attack plus from links, plus 5,000 attack, and the 2 key. Like, that's not bad. Like, you know, you could run a Pure Saiyan team of the LR Super Saiyan 4s on one rotation, and then Kale and Khalifa and LR Tech Broly on rotation, and that's going to be good because Kale and Khalifa can help hide Broly a little bit defensively, because Broly you could then put in that middle slot. You know, he gets his defense on super attack. You're good. Like, you're good to go from that point on. So, I do feel pretty good about this list. Again, maybe, you know, we could probably... Let's see, like, so, like, LR Cell, right? I don't know. I just feel like I want LR Cell on here, but I just like all 10 on there better than him. Like, I just do. Baby is good enough to be here, but he's just not as good as the 10 on there, I think. Same with Goku, Trunks, and Pan. Trunks and Mai aren't really a consideration here. The LR Fusions, I think, are pretty close. You know, they're 11, 12, 13, 14. They're definitely in that range, I would say. They're still really good, even without their fusions. Bojack has aged really well. Good link set. Very strong offensively and defensively. He's going to get a lot better once a Dokkan Fest exclusive for Bojack drops. And then that rotation, it's going to be silly. LR Physical Trunks probably has aged the best of the original 5 summonable LRs. I feel like he's the most usable nowadays. Goku Black and Zamasu still very good, but they'll struggle defensively. LR STR Broly I probably would have as the worst summonable LR, actually. Majin Vegeta, of course, he's good, but he's all offense, no defense. The thing about Broly is Broly actually takes his defense away, which hurts. And then OG LR Gohan, one of the best. He used to be the best unit in the game. Definitely used to be very, very good. There's other summonable LRs that I have on here, but they're not really, worth consideration. What, Trunks and Goten we don't have on here and stuff. LR Physical Cell, I probably have as, the second worst LR behind LR Broly, but there we go. I'm fine with this as our top 10. You could probably put Goku and Frieza a couple spots higher. I feel like you could probably put Goku and Frieza at 6. I don't think I would put them ahead of Gohan, any of the Super AGL foursome right there. It's so stupid. Look at this. Number 1, Super AGL. Number 2, Super Tech. 3, Super AGL. 4, Super AGL. 5, Super AGL. It's so ridiculous. Maybe, I don't know, Dokkan. Maybe, just maybe, we could release some good units for another typing, huh? Instead of dropping 4 of the 5 best units in the game in one calendar year on one typing might be a good idea, right? So I don't know. When they drop AGL LR Blue Gogeta and he's the best unit in the game, don't say I told you so that they've gone a little bit too heavy in Super AGL. Really, I think I would love to see Super Physical get Blue Gogeta as Super Physical. I think would be awesome because, then you could use him with Physical ECA Vegeta Blue. That'd be a pretty good rotation, huh? That would be good. I think Super Int could use it. Oh, Super STR too. Really, I would really want one of these top tier just monster units added to. Let me know what you guys think of this top 10. Again, Kale and Khalifa and Gohan and Goten, I just see no conceivable way you could put any other unit above either of them. I just don't see it. Sure, you want to put Goku and Frieza at 3. Okay. But, you're not going to put them above Gohan and Goten or Kale and Khalifa. No, you're just not going to do that. So, maybe people could have, issues with the list. I do see some people saying they like Gohan and Goten better than Kale and Khalifa. I would respond with that, how much have you had to drink? Kale and Khalifa are better. They just are. Because Gohan and Goten, they even the Legendary Goku event with type disadvantage, they're strong enough defensively to get the job done against even Int UI Goku from normal attacks, but they do still take, 300k plus from a super attack from him. Whereas Kale and Khalifa, either they get super attack turn 1 or they don't take any damage in that event whatsoever. Even if they get super attack turn 1, they're barely taking anything, from that physical Goku. And it's just and if you want to compare them in Super Battle Road, AGL LR Gohan and Goten, and Kale and Khalifa, all 3 of them need to attack first in Super Battle Road before they can really get into a groove defensively. If you put AGL Gohan first slot in Super Battle Road, he can get smacked around. Same with Kale and Khalifa. Even though Kale and Khalifa is the best defensive unit in the game, you gotta give him a turn to build up before they are. So, they can get, just pimp smacked around that first slot. And obviously, same with Gohan and Goten. So, Gohan and Goten and Kale and Khalifa, they have similarities in places where, it keeps them from going above each other. It's just, Gohan and Goten definitely hit harder than Kale and Khalifa, for the most part. Whereas Kale and Khalifa have superior defense, right? So, I don't know. Maybe you could say it's opinion-based. Would he like attack or defense more? But, then, depending upon the situation, if you're going up against pure Saiyan enemies or something like that, and then they're doing the 3 super, the 4 super, one of these turns, it's just, it's over. So, let me know what you guys think of the top 10 summonable LR list I've done. I have decided, I think I am going to do a top 10 for all the mono colors as well. Top 10 EGL tech units, stuff like that. Obviously, AGL's the best, So we know what the top 4 is going to be for AGL, right? Kale and Khalifa, Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then LR Gohan. But hey, the other 6 spots are up for grabs, right? So thanks, guys, for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time. Yeah, we almost went 40 minutes here. Yeah, that's because finally I got an excuse to talk about Kale and Khalifa where it made a lot of sense, right? Yes! Yes!